The one we need to do. We need to do the title search right now.
Townhouse over by Terry City.
Yep. Don't put any addresses on because we're live right now. So the second one is what? Come on, babe.
Second house was another townhouse.
The other townhouse. I remember that one. That was up the street. I remember that. What was the original? What was the balance on that? The original principle.
Would that be in the ad?
Yes. My rounduppers. My rounduppers. Good evening. Good evening. Come on, babe. My rounduppers. This tonight is such a wonderful night. My wife is coming into the real estate business. She is looking at pre-foreclosures. We are doing, oh my Lord, we got a common denominator. I want some teeth brushed up in this house. Rounduppers. My wife is asking me about buying a house. It's music to my ears. Roundup family. Rounduppers. It's Chris Haskins. What's going on? I'm teaching tonight. Chris Haskins with the realestateroundup.com. I'm waiting on you, babe. You just chime in whenever. 99,000 is the original principle. Oh my goodness, Roundup. I'm getting chills when my wife starts talking real estate. Woo! I'm getting hot. Good Lord, I'm getting hot. I'm getting hot. Rounduppers. It's Chris Haskins, my mission and my ministry in life. Other than feeding these kids, is to raise your financial literacy through real estate investing and entrepreneurship. Babe, chime in whenever you're ready. Come on, I love it. You can't give me that much.
And the third one was close to where we are.
Okay, all right up there.
That one is $74,000.
74,000. I love that one. We need to get you logged into Hampton.gov to verify when the last sale date was. My rounduppers, my mission and ministry is to raise your financial literacy through real estate investing and entrepreneurship. In doing that, I have the honor and privilege to talk to you from time to time about real estate. And tonight, being that my wife was asking me all these questions about these foreclosures, I'm like, you know what? Let your boy go ahead and go live so I can bring this data to you. And maybe my wife will actually watch a video that I have done. That would be something. That would be something. That's my friend.
If you get 1,000 views.
If I get 1,000, yeah. What's up? Close your legs, bro.
Do you smell cookies? Do you?
I don't know. Who eating cookies up in here?
No one's eating cookies. I'm just asking.
Princess?
What?
Who eating cookies?
She's not eating cookies. I'm just asking.
We won't be eating no
do.
cookies up in this foolishness.
I do. Yeah, you
Y'all had enough candy for Halloween.
No, I just.
Listen, I'm teaching now. Foreclosures, rounduppers. You took my pen. I don't want this blue foolishness. Rounduppers. I'm going to do a keynote. Y'all know how I like to do. And no, I have not had anything. I'm high on life tonight. My rounduppers. I'm going to do a keynote on foreclosures. Oh, man, I'm going to give it to you raw. Chris Birch, I want to get you on the babe, the people want to see you.
Ooh.
You going to say hi?
I can't.
She doesn't want to get up. Just get.
I turn the camera around.
Yeah.
No.
Turn the camera.
You don't have? Oh, we're going to bring on Mrs. Real Estate Roundup. Oh, my Lord. You going to come in front of the camera? Well, Roundup. This is an exclusive Miss Real Estate Roundup.
Why are you messing with me?
Say hi.
Hi.
Wow. That my wife has. You have done two things that are just made my baby talk about real estate and come on camera
And look good in the mirror.
and look good. Women, that's the thing. Women, y'all got to do business, take care of the kids, family, and look good doing it. Ooh, that's hard. See, I don't have to look good doing this. Rounduppers, I'm gonna give it to you raw tonight. Foreclosure process.
That means you can grow your beard out now.
Leave me alone, bro. You better hope you get fed tomorrow while you home with me.
See.
Ins and outs. Ins and outs of the foreclosure process, my round uppers. I am so high on life. Babe, anytime you got a question, just hit it in. Don't forget, I'm hanging out with my boy, Matt Lierla. I got to put that in the thing so y'all can get registered. Here. Just go to All In Investors. Let me go to the link below. I keep forgetting. My rounduppers. I will be speaking December 12th through 14th at my boy Matt Lierla's event. Let me make sure I put it down here. Use coupon code Chris at allininvestors.com. Y'all give me 1 second. I promise you I'm coming right there. I'm coming right there, as they say around here. Tidewater has their own accents. Where is it at? Right there. Why y'all the Tidewater accent? Creative Real Estate Showcase. Tonight, I'm coming round up. Please forgive me. I'm not prepared. Okay, here we go. I'm done. Y'all can, if you want to hang out with me and Matt, December 12th, we'll be in, I can't believe I'm going to be in Nashville, Tennessee, y'all. Wow, this has been, I'm here to tell you, ask my wife, this has been the best year of business. Babe, let me ask my wife, has this been the best year for our business?
Yes, it has.
And my wife she very, very few words she uses. But as long as the money's in the bank account, she's good. She good. My rounduppers, ins and outs of foreclosures. Let's do this. Let's roll. Foreclosure process, unobstructable. You know what? They don't even take my. Let's go ahead and get to your boy. Let's get to your boy. You gotta have one. Q&A. I'm gonna do a keynote real quick because it's voting day tomorrow. I'm like, who am I even voting for? I don't like why? Because I'm black, I gotta vote Democrat all the time. I don't understand. I don't get it. Right? It makes no daggone sense. Just because you black, you expected to vote Democrat. How? I just do. I'm not saying that I'm not gonna vote Democrat, but damn. My dad be like, yeah, Chris, I know you voted for Trump. I'm like, even if I did, that's my prerogative. Foreclosure. Y'all ready, my friends? Let's do this. Foreclosure. A termination of the equity of redemption. Well, we don't have that here. Foreclosure sale. Let's get to that. The public sale of a mortgaged property following foreclosure of the loan secured by that property. Depending on the type of foreclosure proceedings, judicial, non-judicial, the sale may be administered by the courts or by appointed trustee. The proceeds of the sale are used to satisfy the claims of the mortgagee primarily. Mortgagee is nothing but the lender. The mortgagee is nothing but the lender. It is unobstructable, and I'm paraphrasing on that. It's unobstructable. Unobstructable. What does that mean? You cannot stop it. I love the foreclosure because the bank is taking. The bank is taking back. Now, if you look up that word take, look at that word take. What does it mean to take? Let's see, Chris. I don't even know. Let's look it up. To take. To remove something from a particular place. To remove something from a particular place and take. So the bank is taking that house. Oh my goodness. You got anything for me, bank? I'm waiting on you. Where's my water? Sorry, let me get my water. And while we're doing our short keynote, listen, y'all better not be going all political on your boy. I just made that up. I just was saying that I don't have to vote because I'm black. I don't have to be doing Democrat. Anyway, some stuff Democrat for it. Some stuff I'm Republican for. Am I like a bad person because of that? I'm like, good gracious, I am a bad person. Listen, man. Some stuff the Democrats is good on. Some stuff I ain't gonna get into that. All right, I'm gonna leave that alone for people start thinking I'm on. I'm not running for politics, by the
All right, I
way.
have a question.
Go hit it.
So
My wife has a question, y'all.
when do you do a title search?
Yes, let's go. You know what? So y'all understand what the foreclosure is, right? Unobstructable right for the bank to take the property back, take it back. I love it. That's why when you buy a note, I can turn it to the bank and take the property back. First step in doing a foreclosure, buying a foreclosure house, is title search. Babe,
So before you talk to the seller, you get a title search?
Well, don't forget, we're just talking about, forget all that stuff you and me talked about earlier about trying to intercept it before it goes to the foreclosure steps. This is just buying at the steps, my round uppers. And don't forget, if you're interested in making money with me or you want to invest in some of our projects, shoot me an email, go to chrishaskins.com. All right. It's right there. Boom, 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 boom. And to register for the December event in Nashville, links below. Title search. What? Go back to my Barron's roundup. Back to my Barron's. What is a title search? See if I get the definition. I know my definition, but let's see what my Barron says. I'm so elated to be talking about real estate with my wife. Title company, title search. Here we go. You ready? Let's do this. And if you want to get the Barron's book, just go to chrishaskins.com and I make like a penny if you buy one. Get your questions in over there on the chat. Please get your questions in, all right? And I'll get them in at the end. Cap's kind of feminine. I don't know. Title search, an examination of the public, first step, an examination of the public records to determine the ownership and encumbrances affected a real piece of property. Let me repeat that. Title search. An examination means you go down there and do the search of the public records, means going to the courthouse to determine the ownership and encumbrances affecting a piece of real property. Example, a buyer wishes to assure receiving clear title to a property. The buyer authorizes a title search by an experienced attorney that has E&O insurance, errors and omissions insurance. You best to get somebody that has that. Don't you be buying a house if you're doing your own search. The attorney examines the public record for all recorded encumbrances. I'm sorry, an encumbrance is nothing but some type of a lien or judgment. Mortgage, child support. What else could be? Any type of creditor or predator that has put a claim against you. The attorney renders to the buyer an abstract of title. That's just a report. So, babe, this is going to be on record so my family can come back and watch this. They don't have to ask me, Chris, how do you buy foreclosure? You can just go watch the video. Title search. We do the title search to find out who has what does it say? Liens and encumbrances? Is that what I said? Sorry, y'all. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. Title. Townhouse. Title search. Determine ownership and encumbrances. Sorry about that. Ownership and encumbrances. So when we do the title search, we verify ownership and encumbrances. What is encumbering the property? Loans and judgments, right? And pre-foreclosure by Chris. Somebody said maybe you invest with them, babe. Chris wants to see if you invest with them. She might, Chris. That'd be something. All right, so we do the title search, my round. The first thing you have to do is your title search. This is so important. The reason being, we want to find out who's the true owner, and we have to find out what loan is on it. Why do we need to know what loan is on it? In real estate, we have something called lien position, right? Lien position. Say you have a house, right? And the first mortgage is 80,000. You with me, princess?
Yeah.
All right, follow me. Every time I open up these pens, they just do not like to work. Second mortgage is let's say it's 70,000. One of those ones we were looking at was 74. How much was it? 74? 74,000. Round up. I gotta work this, so stay with me. This is deadly important to the success of your foreclosure business. 74,000. And this is just the first step. The first step. So what if we find out we're doing our research, right? We're finding out all the houses going to foreclosure, which I'm going to show you one I'm going to bring on the screen in a minute. Princess, what if we saw the one that was foreclosing at 74,000, right? We want to go buy this back. Remember the original principle. This is the original principle. Original. Man, these pens are just terrible. It was good here, but then it started going away. Original principle. Remember we said it was 74,000?
Mm-hmm.
What if we go down to the courthouse and we bid on this $74,000 loan? And the opening bid is 40,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's say we bid the opening bid was 40,000. And we bid on that house, 40,000.
Okay.
We win. Right, we win. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to forget about you, round uppers. We go down to the courthouse. We bid on this property for 74,000, and we win for 40. We won that bid. What else do we have to deal with when we buy this loan for 40? The first mortgage. The first mortgage. That is why it is deadly important. Oh, and Jesus, it's deadly important for you to do your title search so you know which mortgage or which lien holder, which lender, which bank is foreclosing. Because I'm here to tell you, OM Jesus, I have seen people down at the steps bid on these seconds only to have to face the nasty reality that now you have to deal with the first. And it is not a good day. It's a bad hair day. I promise you. It's a bad hair day when you buy this lien here for 40 and then you got to come back and satisfy this 80. Not a good day. All right. So do your title search so you're going to know what's in first and second. And then you're going to say, well, Chris, why would the second want to foreclose? Why wouldn't the first foreclose? Because sometimes people pay the first, like they pay that $800 a month, but they don't pay that $450 a month for that second. So that second is delinquent. The second is delinquent while the first is current. Repeat after me, my round-uppers. It is possible that a second mortgage could be delinquent while the first mortgage is current. It is possible for a second mortgage to be delinquent while a first mortgage is current. How is that? Happens every day. I just told you. And sometimes people, they just say, you know what? I ain't going to pay that second. I'm done. I'm done with it. I'm just going to pay the first. So you have to know what position lien holder is foreclosing. All right. You got to know this stuff. Okay, babe, you got your title search down?
Uh-huh.
This is why I'm so glad you brought that up. You have to do your title search first. All right. Title search is done. What else you got, babe?
Okay. So after you do the title search, how do you know how much to bid?
How do you know how much to bid? The first thing you have to look at, man, this is some good stuff, y'all. If y'all please give your boy a thumbs up. And if you want to register for our Nashville event, hang out with me and Matt Laerla, December 12th, go to the link in the video description. Matter of fact, I'll just do this. Let me create a banner for you. I might even have it still. There you go. December 12th, all in investors. Use my coupon code to get, I forgot. Yeah, use the coupon code. Sorry, y'all. Coupon code is Chris. Please forgive me. So much in my mind. If you want to hang out with us in Nashville, December 12th, that's the information. Allininvestors.com. Use my coupon code Chris to get $250 off. Let's do this. How do we know how much to bid? The ARV. You have to know. The second thing you got to know is, as much as you can, the condition. What's wrong with her?
Eating up the girl's coat.
Dogs. The condition. How are we going to determine our condition?
I don't know. How do you?
You don't. You don't. You cannot determine the condition to a certain extent. All you're going to be able to do is drive by. Drive by. Now, you could knock on the door. I'm not quite sure how that's going to work out for you. You could try that. Yes. But the condition you really won't know. So what we do when we buy them, Princess, is we determine that the house needs everything. All right. So if the ARV, let's just say the ARV is 150. So I'm gonna presume my round-uppers, when you're buying foreclosures, we presume the house needs everything, and everything typically will be about 42 to 45,000 on a standard rehab. All right, so let's just back out 45,000, 45K minus, every 150,000. And for me, I don't know about those HGTV house flipper foolishness shows that you might be watching, but for me to sell a $150,000 house cost me roughly 20 grand. All right. So our maximum. So you want to know, babe, what you're asking for is something called MAO.
Okay.
That's an acronym is maximum allowable offer.
Yes.
So if you got you have your calculator there, you can type in 150. Oh, then I got a minus. Oops, I'm sorry. Then I got to take my profit out. I forgot about that. I want to make 30,000.
All right, go ahead.
Maximum allowable offer is going to be 150 minus 45,000 repairs. This is repairs. And this is on a 1,200 square foot house, round-uppers. 150 minus 45 minus 20.
150.
Yep, minus 45. 20, this is fees.
Okay.
150 minus 45 repairs minus 20, which is my fees. And I heard somebody through the microphone say, 20? Man, that's a lot. You got 6% realtor fees round up. What's 6% in 150? I want 150,000. This Paris minus 45,000. Minus 20,000.
Okay.
Minus 30,000. Paris, I'm working, man. Come on, dog. I'm working. What's that, babe?
Negative 15,000.
150,000.
Let me try it again. Hold on.
Damn, negative shit. You bringing money to the table.
Okay.
Good God Almighty. 150.
Uh-huh.
Minus 45.
Okay.
Somebody got it. Minus 20.
Okay.
Minus 30. What up, Monroe? Good.
55,000.
55?
Yes.
All right. So most you can pay for this is 55. That's where you need to be. If you're going to flip it. If you're going to buy and hold it,
Yeah.
you can probably do a lot less repairs. You can fluctuate these. You can fluctuate your repairs and your profit because you don't need any profit. If you're buying and holding it, you don't need any profit on the back end because you're not selling it. 55. Thank you, Andrew. So you can fluctuate your profit and your repairs, and you don't have any. You're not selling it, so you have no fees. So you can pay a lot more. Say if you're gonna hold on to this round-uppers, you can X out your fees for now. So you can pay 75 because you're not gonna sell it. And repairs, they can go lower. and you don't really need to have any profit right now, so you can take that down. Lord have mercy. Let me turn this thing on. Paris, I'm working, dog. I'm working. What you got? What Paris got? I'm working, Paris. You see me on the thing. I got 100 people watching, dog. All right. Babe, you got that? So we can pay between 55 and 75 if you're going to hold it.
Okay.
All right. Because you don't have to worry about flipping it real quick. If you're buying this to hold, your cash flow is going to be what's bringing you in. Your cash flow is what you're looking for. So you're really worried about your debt service. All right. Let's see what else we get here. Hold tight, my round uppers. This is cool, man. Roundup family. We got kids out of school. We got daddy daycare. Oh, did I do the wrong one? Oh, sorry about that. Make sure y'all give me a thumbs up if I'm providing any value for you. Good Lord. Coupon code Chris. That's right. I got the coupon code. We got it here. Let me dead that. Okay, so we've determined what we can offer. You will not get the keys, Roundup family. When you are buying foreclosed properties, you will not get access once you win the bid. All right, babe, whatever questions you got, I'll keep dropping them in. First thing you got to know is the title search, and then next is condition. These things are just... Good Lord, man. Condition. Now, if you're anything like me, we buy houses that are occupied, right? We're buying properties that have tenants in them, or shit, the owner could still live in there. Hit that thumbs up button down there, rounduppers. What happens if you buy the house and somebody lives in it? It's occupied, right? Well, the last one we bought, I had to pay the man to leave. I had to pay him to leave. So we literally went over there with cash. We had to go over there and be like, try to negotiate to get them out of there, because now they have nothing to lose. They're not making any payments. So we need to, when we first get it, we're putting insurance on it. Let me back up, because you still got to go through the bidding process and all that. But you do understand that you need that title search. Do not make any offers on any houses unless you know which mortgage position you're buying. That is so crucial. What do you want to offer? That's going to be based on the condition and location, fees, if you're going to sell it or if you're going to keep it. What else you got, man? You was firing them out earlier. When the camera comes on, everybody, they just get deer in headlights. They get nervous. Title search. Oh, y'all didn't correct me. Ownership. I told you I would bring one up so we can let's see, what does the publication look like? I'll show you what it looks like, babe. I'm not going to show you that one. I'll show them something different. Rounduppers, let me show you what one looks like. And they are in every city. You can find these. Let me just, I'm going to share my screen so you can see what the publications look like. 1 second. 1 second, Roundup family. Let's see. Let me pull them up. And the last 3. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go, rounduppers. Let me show you exactly what one, because I don't want y'all to say I'm holding nothing back. I'm going to give it to you. Here we go. Here, I'm going to share my screen with you now to show you exactly what the publications look like. How are we finding this stuff, Chris? I'm glad you're asking this stuff. So here we go. Public notices. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up if you can see this. Babe, are you watching too, or you know?
I can watch it.
No, you don't have to. I just was seeing if it was on there. Let's see if it's on. Okay. All right. Here is a publication city. Rounduppers. I'm showing you exactly where we're getting them from. Oops, I messed this up. What is wrong with this thing? Oops. The screen froze, dang it. Oh, there we go. Okay. Here is one we have. I'm going to read exactly what it looks like. Kingbird Lane, Virginia Beach, Virginia. Default having been made in the terms of a certain deed of trust dated March 26, 2007. Why is that so important? Why is that important, my rounduppers? Because we need to know how much equity could possibly be built into this house, right? Original principal is $100,000. We don't know if that's a first or a second. Now, come on down. The public sale is going to be November 19th, 9:15, in front of the building house housing the city of Virginia Beach Court, Virginia Beach, blah, blah, blah. So you know that. That's where it's at. Sale subject to prior. This is where you're at. Look at this. Subject to prior liens, easements. We don't know what liens are on this roundupper. So you got to make sure you do your own title search. Terms of the sale. Deposit of 10%. I'm sorry, $10,000 or 10% of the sale price. Rounduppers. 10%. And let me break that so you understand what that is. 10% of the sale price. That means if you, oh, sorry about that. If you bid 200,000, that means your down payment, what is it? Deposit, your deposit rounduppers is 20,000. 200,000, it's going to be 20,000. And what we usually do, we bring cashier's checks in increments of $5,000, right? So because you don't know how much you're going to bid. Now, who do we make these cashier's checks out to? I'm glad you asked that, Chris. You don't know if you're going to win the bid or not. So we always make the cashier's checks out to yourself, because when you get there, you can sign them over to the foreclosing trustee, right? So you got that there. No more than that. Successful bidder deposit will be retained at the sale and applied to the sales price. That's it. Here's the kicker right here. Here's your final thing. Settlement is to be made within 15 days of the successful bidder, rounduppers. 15 days. Oh my goodness. That's what we just talking about, babe. Remember I was saying getting that loan. If you're getting a loan, my rounduppers, if you're getting a loan to buy a foreclosure, you better have that loan in place, because you will forfeit your deposit if you're not closing on that thing in 2 weeks in Virginia. And I think in New Mexico, where my boy is, you got to close on them in 2 days. So be thankful for that. Let's say we got a 15-day closing. Danny, what up? What up, dog? Okay, so we got title search condition. Whether it's occupied, you got to go deal with the residents. As soon as you buy, you better put insurance on it right now. So the same day you bought it. What else we got? Title search. Drive by. It's a condition there. After you win the bid, you put the insurance on it. That's it. Yep. That's it, my rounduppers. Listen, I just wanted to go over the foreclosure process because I get so many questions emailed all day, every day. People interested in buying foreclosures. You got to get your title search. Let's do some Q&A. That's all I got for you. Man, this is a very, very good one. Look at this. For keepsakes, thank you. You guys are giving love offerings. Paris, thank you so much. I love you. I love you. Vote Trump. You want me to vote Trump?
Get put out.
Believe me, I used to, man, my wife would tell you, I used to love Trump, man, back in the day. He used to be my real estate. I mean, what real estate investor wouldn't love Trump back in the 80s? I mean, the dude was building up, what was he building? Casinos. I mean, doing some stuff. Now I'm like, Trump, you're killing me. I like this brother D Nubian. My existence is no better or worse under the Trump than Obama. I like the way you're putting that, my friend. It's irrelevant to me. I don't care who's in office. I mean, either way, I got to grind. I got to go make a way for my family. I've got to create a legacy. I've got to build my business. It doesn't matter to me who's in office. I mean, I could care less, to be honest with you. But I will tell you that from my research, our country is split 50-50. If you go back to every one of these elections, you'll see the votes are very close. I mean, our country is so divided, and there's so much hate in this country. A lady just today flicked me off, gave me the bird, put her middle finger up with me just because I was driving too slow in front of her. I'm like, there's a lot of hate in this country, y'all. I don't know where it comes from. Rounduppers, what questions do you have? Yes, right. It doesn't matter who's in the thing. Doesn't matter. Thank you, Caps. Oh, y'all better get off this. I'm not even going to get into politics. My friend Paris, thank you so much for your love offering, my brother. Don't bother with politics. I know I'm just clowning a little bit. Darn. Please stick to the script. Thank you. You're right. I got off on that one. That's my bad. I shouldn't even have started with that crap. But keepsakes, thank you so much for your love offering. I'm just giving. That's all I'm doing. I'm just giving. Princess, private lending. Yes, glad to. Chris says, "What's up, Bank?" Invested in Orlando. I don't know. Does Chris do wholesaling? I do wholesaling, but you will notice if you watch any of my content, I'm not a big teacher of it because I feel you can learn wholesaling by watching everybody else's channel. I'm good on that. You can learn it. Plus, I learned that if you are only wholesaling, you will stay broke. That's what I wanted to get into. Yeah. Buying real estate, because investors, we get paid off what we own, not necessarily off what we do. And real estate wholesaling falls under the category of doing. It's not an ownership activity. It's active. So I want to focus on building your wealth, building your empire, as opposed to keeping you doing transactions. All right. So that's where I'm at. But yeah, I do wholesaling. It's not my main source of income, though. Oh man, keepsakes. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you. Thank you for your love offering, dog. Thank you. This is cool. Mr. Chi, yeah. I'm teaching my wife. Yeah, Paris, I'm teaching you guys and my wife. Sorry about that. My wife has so many questions. I'm loving it. I just love it when that is true. Paris, that's a very good point. On that second deed of trust, you can always negotiate that second down. That's a very good point. You can negotiate that second. Jeanette, what up? Chris, would I buy a foreclosure with a septic? First of all, let's understand what a septic is, rounduppers. If you don't know, septic is back in the day before they had public water and sewer, not public water and sewer. So they would have this tank in the back where all the waste would go. Would I do that? I would, but I would want them to give it to me. I wouldn't be running to buy it. I'm going to want them to give it to me. I want a huge discount. How much is it? Good evening. Good evening. Oh yeah, the price, I think, to get on to Ayoka, to go to the all-in investors, I think the price is $2,500, but you're going to get a $250 discount only if you use my coupon code. So it'd be $2,250, and we'll be there for 3 days. Man, in Nashville, What's an unbelievable hotel? Jeanette, what is the upset price on a foreclosure? What do you mean by upset? Give me a little bit. And let me tell you how this thing works. Let me tell you how the foreclosure auctions work, right? Because they don't work like you think, where the man comes out and he goes, all right, it started 1,500, 2,000. Doesn't work like that. Foreclosure auctions do not work like that. The foreclosing trustee comes out and he has something called an opening bid. There is no going back and forth trying to see who's going to bid the highest once the opening bid starts, right? So he comes out, he reads out all this stuff. And if there's some videos in my in my channel, I do have one that I'm working on a video now to show you one A to Z. He comes out, he reads all his disclosures, and he goes, opening bid from the bank, $48,000. And it's all quiet. He looks around. Let's say it's $48,000. He will not waver from this price, round-uppers. He does not waver. He says opening bid going once. If I'm calling for all bids for $48,000 going once. It's not like he lowers it. He doesn't go, okay, well, no, if no one makes an offer for 48, it's not like he goes to 40 or 30. The opening bid is it. That is it. They do not go any lower. What happens if no one bids on this 48,000, then it gets sold back to the bank. All right. So you got to be careful. You got to be extremely careful when you're pulling your comps, because this is considered a sale. All right, let me repeat that. A foreclosure sale back to the bank, or we'll call it a sold back to the bank, is considered a sale. This is going to be a sale. So when you're running comps and you see 123 Easy Street sold for 48,000 back to the bank, you're like, man, okay, that's pretty low. That doesn't mean that it was a regular, arm's length transaction, right? The bank just took it back. Nobody else bid. Right? So that's not going to be a fair market value comp, but it is a sale. So just be careful when you're pulling comps. How do I know that? How many times have I gotten into trouble doing that? All right. So just remember that they don't go down. They only go up. So when we start bidding it goes up 48, 49. And my favorite bid, if you saw my video, my favorite bid, $1 over. We bid $1 over. That's where we go. Oh, my boy, Chris, great video earlier tonight with my boy, Mr. Transaction Engineer. That dude's cool. Youngster, how much is the seminar in Nashville? The retail rate for that with me and Matt is going to be $2,500, but you will get a $250 discount if you give them the coupon code Chris. All right, when you call in, you have to call in with that. I love selling to buy and hold type. Yeah, Chris, would I do a deal on a pre-foreclosure? Please, guys, get your Q&A in. I'm off. I'm doing daddy daycare tomorrow, so I'm up kind of late tonight. And you should cut that TV off anyway. You should be listening to something that's going into you. Would you do a deal on a pre-foreclosure with ARV 268? 232 is owed with minor repairs, no more than 5,000. HOA behind 5,000. Toriano, I need to know what the monthly payment is. Can't tell till I know. I would not do that to flip it. I would only do that to hold it. All right. Private lending. Chris, as a matter of fact, Chris, I've been thinking about you. I can definitely use you on this new construction, man. Thanks for bringing that back. It's exclusive time. Yes, I like that. Lady T, hey, Lady T. Lady T, we tried to reach you out, man. I sent you an email. We're going to bring you in on this deal I got. Phone is distracted. I'm sorry, Ruth. I can't please everybody. I'm doing my best. Jeanette. Hey, what's going on back there? Youngster, it's 20. Yeah, I gave you that already. 661 Rick. Hey, do you evict any occupants or pay for that service? I do my own evictions. My friend. Unless it's like a real nasty one. I've never hired anybody. I'm usually the person that's getting hired to do this stuff. So no, I don't hire people to do that. Jafonte. Oh, that's a nice name. Jafonte Leroy. Would you come out better? Hey, Taylor. Huh? Oh, would you come out better with looking at foreclosures on post-auction lists? Post-auction. After? A post-auction foreclosure. Post-auction foreclosure. Post-auction foreclosure. Equals R-E. Post-auction equals REO. That's real estate owned. That's when the house goes back to the bank and they list it with a real estate agent. So, I mean, I have bought tons of REOs, but you're going to have to buy it through a realtor and not realtor. It's realtor. I know what I can get you for Christmas. What is that? Oh, a pen. Yeah, that would be nice. I'll pay for that. That's right. Cash for keys is what I do on people that live in my houses that I buy foreclosures. Junior Minlet. If you use a hard money lender, round uppers, if you don't know what a hard money lender is, that is a lender that loans you the money based on the value of the asset, not necessarily based on your ability to pay it back. Let me repeat that. A hard money lender is a lender that loans you the money based on the value of the asset, house, i.e. house, not on your ability to pay it back. All right. So that's going to be your hard money lender. If you use a hard money lender to buy and hold, is it easy to refi it and pay off the lender? Well, I highly doubt you can hold a property with a hard money lender. But yes, you can refinance it. Is it easy? That's going to be determined by your credit. I don't know what your credit and your finances look like. But I will say, I would like for you to use private money if you can, but I don't know your level of sophistication or your experience or expertise. So if you're new, I don't want you using private money. If you're new, I want you using hard money and conventional bank money. You'll be messing up Ma and Pa's retirement. I'm going to come get you. Caroline, hey, foreclosures will cost most post-auction. I don't know. I don't think that's necessarily true. Depends on what market you're in and how aggressive and vigilant you are with making your offers. What up, my brother? What are y'all doing all in fam, Chris? I'm meeting them this weekend. Nice. Okay, they're going out to, they'll be in Vegas this weekend. Cool. Oh, we're doing a creative financing down in Nashville, Tennessee in December. Wow, Lady T, good for you. Do I do wholesaling? Yes, I think I covered that one. I do wholesaling, but I don't do a lot of teaching of it. You can learn that. I mean, there's tons of guys teaching that stuff. You don't need to come. Here's the thing. I do best with people that have already done some wholesaling and they have realized that wholesaling is one exit strategy and they're looking for something else in real estate. That's who I do better with. Lisa, you watched her earlier with Subject 2. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you for supporting our mission. Lady T says hello, babe. She said, hi. For keepsake, does tax foreclosure work the same? Good question. Let me get my refresher on my water. My mouth gets dry. Be right back. Somebody was dogging me out for getting water one time, baby. Maybe all right. Did the dog already pee? She good? Round uppers. Does tax foreclosures work the same? what happens? Well, the thing about tax foreclosures, presuming for keepsake, you're talking about real estate taxes, right? So real estate taxes come before.
Or again,
Here's real estate taxes.
brush your teeth.
I want to see some good teeth brushing. First mortgage. Real estate taxes actually come before the first mortgage. How do they do that? They keep them in arrears. So you're always paying real estate taxes. They're behind. They're so far behind that they come before the mortgage. So these guys are always before the first mortgage. Either you pay them in future or in arrears. I can't remember which one it is. So the real estate taxes, they can get behind, but if the real estate taxes foreclose, you still have to deal with these first and the second. So hopefully, for keepsakes, you're going to be buying real estate taxes with free and clear houses. But yes, they work pretty much the same. You're going to have a title search. Usually, like in my town, they have a company that does all that. So they kind of run the title work for you. Jay White, subject 2 is the next strategy you want to learn. Good for you, bro. I would. Lady T, you got deal machine. There you go. Use that deal machine. I mean, it's $50 a month.
Let the dog out before she go.
Oh man, you guys bring them in. Bring the questions in. I love it. I love Q&A is my favorite. Good Lord. About that. Okay, what else we got, rounduppers? Tomorrow is election day, so I guess a lot of people are off, so you got time to watch your boy tonight. Yeah, he is an expert. Caroline, Georgia is cash on the steps. Good God, you got to buy the house right then and there. Woo! That's crazy. Irvin. I have put your state in, please, where your city. I have a pre-foreclosure. The house is worth $260, but they owe $188. I like that one. And the house has structure issues. Oh boy. I don't know, my friend. I don't know if I want you to do that. I want you to maybe stop that foreclosure and then get a structural letter. Cut the light on. Get a structural letter from a structural engineer, Urban Thomas, sorry. Get a letter from a structural engineer. We're doing one now in North Carolina. My client, my boy Nick, had to get a structural engineer letter because sometimes the brick separates and sometimes it's legitimate. But first thing I would tell you to do is take a shovel. Here's your house, right? Say here's your house going up. Here's the wall going up. Here's the dirt. Take a shovel, dig down in that dirt to get that foundation. See if you see a crack in the foundation. That's all they're going to do. They're going to take a shovel and dig down in there. So do that to see if there's a crack in the foundation. If you got a crack in the foundation, don't mess with it. I'm actually literally fixing some foundation issues in one of my houses today. We had a brick mason come out repairing bricks. You better do it. Andrew Scott, I love it. I had a client ask me this one time. Well, Chris, when do you get the keys? If you buy the house for the foreclosure at the steps, when you get the keys? My friend Andrew, phenomenal question. I love it. I took a client with me one time when we went to the auction. The answer is, Andrew, you don't. You do not get the keys. You don't get keys unless you get them from somebody, the owner or the tenant. Usually you have to hire a locksmith to roll along with us when we win the bid. The locksmith will break in, change the locks, and give you the key. You do not get keys to foreclosure houses, my friend. This is why it's an advanced strategy. I don't want you using this strategy unless you know what you're doing. All right. Honoring the Most High. I like that. Can you do a notice to vacate after the purchase? Absolutely. I recommend you should do that. What I do is I do a notice to vacate, or I file for the eviction the same day or the day after I win the bid. Will I win in court? I don't know, but at least I want the tenant or the occupant to get that letter. When they get that court letter in the mail and it says all occupants, that means I'm in business. I've spent money. I've gone to the courthouse. I've put notice to the courts that I want this property back. I'm the new owner. So yes, you put that. I put mine in immediately. As soon as I win the bid, immediately. And the video that I'm doing for you, where I'm documenting one of my foreclosure auctions from start to finish, it's going to show you the paperwork that you get, because when you win the bid, you don't get the deed right there. You get a memorandum. Man, I've been going for an hour already. Good Lord. I'll show you what that memorandum looks like. Memorandum. Craig, what's up, my friend? Would I suggest pre-foreclosures for a newbie? Would I suggest pre-foreclosures for a newbie? Rounduppers, what do you think? I'll let you guys put that in. What do you think for a newbie? What do you think, babe? Pre-foreclosure? My wife said she knew. You get to live with me, though. I mean, any questions you get right. I mean, you for a newbie, man. Craig, you hit me with that's a hard one, my brother. If you have, man, would I recommend pre-foreclosures for a newbie? Yes, I'm gonna say yes, because they're free leads. 2, you know what's going for sale. It's a motivated seller, highly motivated. 3, they're very willing to work with you. However, you must have some guidance, a coach, training, some type of consultant when you're dealing with these people. I don't want you doing it alone. No, you're not. You're not even going to know what to say to these people. And you're talking about stress. Pre-foreclosures, it's where I live. I live in the pre-foreclosure world, right? Because I love the stress. I love the stress. It's almost like it fuels me, that stress. Okay, I'm like, when is the foreclosure? Tomorrow? Great, let's do it. But Craig, I don't know you. I don't know your level of stress. I'm sorry, I don't know what type of stress you like to take on. Some people don't like the stress. So would I recommend it? I would say yes, as long as you got some training, my friend. Kerwin, what up, dog? When do I think the housing market is going to crash? I don't know, man. I am a little nervous based on all these projects I have going on. Thank God I don't have a bunch of conventional money out there, but I say we got another year. They just lowered the interest rate again. I like that. So I say another year we got, but nobody knows. People say this stuff all the time, trying to predict the market. Danny, hey, Danny, nice picture. Do I coach newbies here in VA? I will coach newbies in VA, but I've just had to raise my fees. People have been I'm not saying that people will hire me and they just will run me around all day. So I had to kind of put a stop to that. I've got to raise my rates a little just to kind of weed out the people that just want to run me around. But yes, I will do that. Just go to chrishaskins.com right down there to shoot me a message if you want more information about that. Just tuned in. Are you going to save money? Yeah, I save money in something called a forced retirement, which is my self-directed Roth IRA. That's where all my money goes. Arlene was a Trump fan. See, I knew I wasn't the only one. Read all his books. Great books, right? We split 50-50. Oh, yeah, you're talking about the lady that flicked me off today. That's right. Or you can email me, chrisbuyshouses@gmail. I'm trying to funnel everybody through to my website if I can, though. Jermaine, what up, dog? Thank you so much for your love offering, yo. Thank you. I'm working. Wholesaling is a great way to establish capital, yes, but I want you to save some of that capital. Don't spend it all. There's 2 plans. Who said that? Danny. There's 2 plans. I'm not going to write it down. One plan, spend all you make. Other plan, set some aside for investing and spend the rest. And I want you to make sure you adapt plan B. What up, Chris? Rich Ter says, are you doing title searches before or after winning the bid? Good question. If before, are you performing multiple title searches on the properties that you're interested in the auction? I'm so glad you brought that up. Rich Ter says, that's a good one right there. Title search. Yes, multiple. Here's the problem, my rounduppers. This thing is taking up most of my space. So you got a house, right? You do a title search, you go to the auction, you don't win, boom. That's for me. Well, they charge me $75. And the title search that you're doing is something called a current. Darren, I hope y'all didn't leave yet. I'm so glad you brought this up because you're not doing a full title search. You're doing how can we put this? Maybe like a minimum title search, but it's called a current owner, current and one owner back. Current owner and one back. Current owner plus one owner back. We're doing a minimal title search, all right? This is worth the price of admission tonight. I should at least get $2 for this. Get $2. Current owner plus one owner back. Repeat after me, rounduppers. The title search that I'm doing for foreclosure is called a current owner plus one owner back. It is a current owner plus one owner back. Rich, I'm so glad you brought that up. Man, I left that out. You know what? That's why I do these things. You guys reminded me. Babe, I forgot we're gonna order that title search tomorrow, right? Uh-huh. All right. I'm so glad I'm talking real estate to my wife. I'm just that's just sexy. That's just sexy. We got an announcement for y'all too in the next few days. I got an announcement for you. It's gonna blow your mind. It just blew my mind. Current owner plus one owner back. What does that mean? The philosophy is, and the thought process is, and the thinking ideology is, if you are going to foreclosure, right? The owner. If the owner is going to foreclosure, then the current owner's lender did a title search when they loaned them the money, right? Say the loan that's foreclosing is from 2007. No doubt when the owner's lender, when the owner's lender loaned that borrower that 100,000 or that 50 or what have you, when they own that current owner's lender loaned them the money, no doubt they did a title search at that time. Hence, we don't have to go back 60 years to check out that title to see if it's good or bad. The current owner's lender already did that title search, right? You got to remember this. So why am I going to go back 5 and 6 owners back, boom, 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 to see if the title's good? No doubt, generally speaking, let's just say 9 out of 10, the current lender did a title search before they loaned them the money, right? So why would we go back so far? The answer is you don't have to. Rich Terry says, so we're going to do a current owner, which is the current person getting foreclosed, plus one back. So we're going to check out the transfer from the previous owner to our current owner. That's it. All right. Current owner plus one. Why do we do that? First, it's cheaper. We pay $75. You probably will pay more until you do 1 million of them with a title company. Then they'll say, this person's serious. We'll give them a discount. Now, you're probably going to pay about $125 to $150. All right. So current owner plus one owner back. Remember that. Man, that is worth $2. That's got to be worth $2. All right. But yes, you might do. The reason we do that, it's cheaper. You might do 5 or 6. You might do 10. Shit, you might do 20 before you get one. You never know. You have to do a title search on every one, Chris. That's right. Rich, that's right. Seems like that could get very costly quickly. You're right. Welcome. Rich Terry says, welcome to real estate. Welcome to real estate, my brother. You're gonna pay to play. How many useless title searches has your boy done? I can't even count. But it's just a price of doing business. I write the man a check once a month. He bills me, and that's it. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. We do that before. Oh, did I not answer that? Oh, man. Rich Chair says we're doing the title search before. Yeah, before we go to the auction. Man, you guys got some good questions tonight. Bring them on. I got some time tonight because I don't have to get the kids up in the morning. Khalil. I love that name. My cousin's name is Khalil. If you borrow, what the heck? If you private borrow, aren't you violating securities law? Oh man, you're reading a book about it now, but I would like to know how I do it. Khalil, I love you, my brother. Thank you. No, securities law. I'm not a securities and exchange expert, but I will say people loaning me money is on an investment scale, not a personal scale. I'm not using the money for personal goods, and it's all secured by real estate. But I could be. I don't know. We just borrow the lender. The lender loans us the money. We give them a lien on the property, and it's over. I mean, I hope I'm not violating a law. What I'm seeing the laws getting violated is when you try to borrow money from people you don't know. Hey, Paris. What up, Paris? We brought my wife on earlier. She's over there. She came on earlier, my brother. She did her cameo, first cameo in the roundup history. J Font. I love that name. Are there other options to acquiring foreclosed property, like following up with local jurisdictions to see if they have a list of foreclosures that did not sell, like post-auction sales? No, there is no such thing, my brother. Because think about it. When the bank forecloses, which is the unobstructable right of taking. Oh man, I love taking real estate. Good gracious, I'm gonna take it. I mean, I'm just gonna take the booty. So if they come in and take the property, right? They're going to take the property. The bank takes it back, not the local courthouse. I mean, I'm not really worried about it. They're not, the courthouse or the local tax office is not thinking about these houses unless it's a tax sale. And that's not what we're talking about. Post-auction sale lists, I don't know anything about that. Post-auction sale lists are, this man is saying it right here, REOs. Jermaine, I think he meant the amount someone has to top your bid. I don't know. Captain Marvel, look at this. So what really happens if you are unfortunate enough to purchase a second lien? You know, that is I'm going to tell you what happens. Current owner plus one, you got that? Let's erase some of this stuff. Remember, we Captain Marvel, we very briefly touched on that. So you got, in real estate, we have something called lien position. Let me write that down. Lien position. You got to know this terminology. Lien position. You got a first mortgage. And you got second mortgage. But don't forget, who is this? Captain Marvel? Captain Marvel. This can go first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th. It can go down to 1,000 liens on one house. I've seen them with 20, 30 on there. It's not pretty. Lien position. First mortgage, second mortgage. Whichever one, we call it junior position, senior and junior. The first loan is senior. And if you deal with anything junior, whether it's second, third, fourth, fifth, you got to holler at the first. You're going to have a conversation with that first. So if you buy the second for 50 and your first is 80, you still have to take care of that 80, whether you're going to keep the payments, pay it off, try to get it at a discount. And I like the way you use that. Unfortunate enough. Yeah, you got a real bad hair day, my brother. What is this live session going to be about? Oh, I'm talking about ins and outs of foreclosures, my friend. Truck 101, what up? 1800. Man, I don't know. Muhammad. Hey, Muhammad, you're starting your wholesale journey. What strategy do I implement here, Seattle? Oh, that's where my mentor, Greg Peniel, is. Your affordable housing there is $400,000. So if I were you, I would go to PropStream and look for the pre-foreclosures, my friend. Or if you rewind this video, you can see how we search the pre-foreclosures through our local publications. Carlos, what up, dog? Do you have any credible wholesalers here in New Jersey I can refer? I do not. I have the money, just can't get a deal. Stop saying that. Stop saying that. My real estate roundup family. How many times do I hear people say, I can't get a deal? I can't get a deal. Or the next thing you just said here, it's very hard. I promise you, Carlos, I don't care if the market is going up, down, left, right, forward, backward, sideways. There are real estate deals to be had. Why is that? Because we focus on social issues. We focus on social issues, right? Not market issues. The market is irrelevant. People are dying every day. People are getting transferred with their jobs. People are getting divorced. People are filing bankruptcy. People are, well, I already said dying, relocated with their jobs. So these are social issues, not market issues. Social issues, my friend. Carlos, first of all, and I'm not coming down on you. I'm just saying, how many times do I hear I can't find a deal or they're getting hard to find? I'm telling you, brother, I'm coaching people from Florida to Cali to Indiana to Texas. I hear the same thing to Seattle to Washington. It's always been hard to get a deal. If it was easy, everybody would do it, So first thing you got to say is stop saying you can't do it, and stop saying it's hard. All right, don't get that out of your mind. People are losing. I promise you, people are losing houses every day of the year. You just have to be there. Difficulty meets opportunity. That's where we live. All right, work on yourself. Work on getting better. Don't wish things were easier. Wish you were better. No Joke K. Oh, No Joke Auto. Wow. No Joke Auto. What's she doing? She's digging, man. Does every state have its own land trust company? Hold on a minute. Land trust company? What are you talking about? For example, Indiana has a land trust company, and would you have to go through them to set up a land trust when titling a property? I've done several land trusts. I've got clients in Indiana, and you do not need a land trust company. You just better have the land trust docs, which you can get those on my website. But you don't have to have a company. I don't care. You better just have the right documents set up, bro. Oh, man, look at that. Chris Birch. I need Chris. Matter of fact, I want to bring you on tomorrow, man, since I got daddy daycare. I want to see the pictures of that house you did. You invested. Yes, thank you. Yeah, Chris, you're a good guy, man. Entrepreneur, true entrepreneur at heart. Macho, how hard is it to buy a property from an REO? Well, I will say typically you got to have 10%. So you better have, if you're buying a $100,000 house, you better have $10,000 for your earnest money. It's not hard. The thing is, you got to be vigilant in making your offers. Is it going to be, it's not complicated, but it's not easy to do, but it's not hard. I mean, we do it every day. I do need a touch board. Maybe I would try that. Paris, that is a good idea. What, babe, how much are those touch boards? Is that, I can just touch it? Is that what I need to put up here? Because these things here, can't really see them. That's a good point, Paris. That is a daggone good point. Okay, I just lost my place. I'm sorry, y'all. Golly, please forgive me. Let me go. Oh, here we go. Okay, Lewis Montgomery. I remember you. You closed your first subject to deal today, Lewis. Praise God. I love it, man. I love it. Somebody closed another subject too. You followed my videos. Oh my goodness, it works. Roundup family. Now I'm going to lease option it. Should I get a 1-800 to go on my signs? Absolutely. Absolutely. Or get a local number or even a Google. What is it? Google voice number, something like that. Do not put your cell phone number on there. Lewis, that's right. You emailed me. You did a subject to deal. Hey, dog, send me an email. I want to bring you on. Not now, but I want to hear all about your first subject to deal. How dare you buy a house subject to? How dare you take over somebody's payments? You can't do that. What do you mean? Truck 101, a seminar for $2,500. Yeah, well, it's not even 25. It's $2,250. You get the discount, my brother. You got to pay. There you go. You have to pay to be the boss. Paris, thank you so much. Thank you for your love offering, my brother. Fun for the minister. I'm gonna get a touch board. Matter of fact, maybe I'll pick one up for Christmas. We'll look into that. Donna, I got a house possibly going to tax foreclosure, listed for $335. Need to close in 90 days. Need 34 in repairs. What should you offer? 34. That's simple. Let's do the numbers. ARV is 400. ARV 400. Repairs 35. I'm presuming you're going to flip it. If it's worth 400, don't forget our holding costs are going to be. Let's see, realtor fees are 6 times 4. That's 25,000 just in realtor fees, and then you got another 20. So it's going to cost you about 40 to sell it. Shit, probably more than that. You got 3%. Yeah, it's going to cost you 40. Matter of fact, it's probably cost you 45. And then you want to make shit on a $500,000 house. You want to make at least 50. This is repairs, fees, 50 profit, and that's at least 50. Somebody do that for me. Oh shit, I can't even. 400 minus 35 minus 45 minus 50. Most you can offer on that is 270. Yeah, you need to be right at 270. Who asked that one? Donna, that is a great question. 40, you got to have your repairs and your fees. Don't forget, Donna, your fees are realtor fees, closing costs for you to buy it, closing costs for you to sell it, your buyer's closing costs, and the cost of the money. I don't know where you get your money from, but if you have no cost, if you're using cash, you can probably come down some on this. But I'm spending $20,000 to $25,000 to sell a $150,000 house. So shit, you at 400,000, man. You got 40,000 easy in fees. So you need to be around 270 to 290. I wouldn't want you to be any more on that. Yeah, you need to be in the house. I don't know how big it is, but 34 in repairs. I like to see that. I mean, I would want to verify that. Chris, oh man, look at this. Met testimonial from my boy Birch. Met 9 months ago, found a bond. That's true. Chris is the real deal. If you want to invest, just ask him. He knows what he does. That's right. If you want to learn and invest, I've got a deal for you. That is very true. Thank you, Chris, for that testimonial, my friend. Brother Birch is no joke. Hello from Orlando. On a sub 2, is it good to give the seller something for the property, or do you try to buy it with nothing down? No, I always give the seller at least $500. I don't want anybody saying, you know what, Chris bought my house and didn't give me anything. I don't want that. What if there is a lease? I'm presuming Brian Knight. If there's a lease on that foreclosed property, I'm presuming you got to cough up some cash. I'm here to tell you, when I buy houses or I'm even dealing with tenants, I always just offer them some money. Usually they're willing to take the money. Give them some money, Brian. For keepsake, you're reading my book now. Thank you for supporting my book. Do you still use an answering service? Absolutely. The information should be in the book there. You can get the answering service. I use the Answer Center. They've been taking my calls since 2008, I think. Shit, 10 years? I don't know. Golly. I do. I use the answering service. Noel, what up? Will the subject to sale agreement be different from a short sale agreement? Yes, absolutely, my friend. Don't forget. A short sale, man, I got so much to teach. A short sale is you buying the property, paying off the lender. A subject to is you buying the property, taking over the payments from the lender. Let me repeat that, Noel. Short sale, buying the house, paying off lender. The lender goes away. Subject to, you're buying the property, taking over the payments with that lender. Loan stays in place. All right. So 2 different animals. Apples and oranges. Do not confuse them. You're going to be in trouble. Now, you can mix it. I'm going to do another video about layering. Paris was talking about this earlier. Layering. You could buy a property subject to on the first, short sale the second. You can layer these strategies. That's one of the, I'm going to talk about. I'm working on a video now where I was hanging with Pharrell Williams. If you don't know, I did my internship with Pharrell Williams back in 1998. God, I'm so old. What I learned from Pharrell Williams has been invaluable over my life. And I'm going to talk to you about layering. I actually learned this from Pharrell when I was in a studio called Windmark in Virginia Beach. If anybody's in the music business, you remember Windmark. When I first understood this concept of layering, I'm going to get into that later. Wendell, do I send the occupant letter certified mail? No. It doesn't matter how you send it. The sheriff is going to show up with their own letter. And it depends on what state you're in. I think if you're in New York, you have to do that. Lewis is a newbie. Closed his deal today. Shay, hey, can I walk through the house? Can I walk through what you would say to someone in pre-foreclosure to get the house? Absolutely. Shay, that's a good question. All right, you ready? This is going to be another $2 question. I need that $2. I'm working. When I deal with people in pre-foreclosure, I always ask them, what can I do I'm here to help you. What can I do to help you with the house? I never approach them like, I want to buy your house, right? I don't come to them like that. I'm like, Mrs. Smith, what can I do to help you with the house situation? What can I do to help you with the house situation? Because we want to be what? A consultant, not a buyer. We want to be a consultant and not a buyer. Why is that? Nobody wants to deal with somebody that's always going to take from them, right? So usually a lot of times people that we deal with in pre-foreclosure, they want to keep the house. Well, they think they want to, but they really can't afford it. So if they think they want to keep the house, I'm here to help you, give you a solution. Do you need us to try to find you a lender that will give you some money? Do you need us to stop the foreclosure for you? That's another strategy that I love, because you want to help them first, because it will come back to you. The more people you help, I promise you, Shay, it's going to come back to you. So don't approach them like, I'm ready to buy your house today. Don't do that. Ask them, well, I do. I ask, how can I help you? How can I help you? All right. And let them start talking. If you can help them keep the house, good. If not, then the second option is you buying it, right? All right. So try that first before you just go in as the big bad investor ready to take their property, buy it at a discount, right? That way they just feel, they feel like you're just taking everything. Good question, Shay. Vacant, yeah. Parrish, love what we're doing. Thank you, Parrish, for your support, my brother. That's right. Transfer of wealth is going on right now, and I am in the middle of it. And I want you to be in the middle of it too, with this internet crap. Macho. Okay, Chris, from New York, will I recommend buying property in New York City? Well, I know Brooklyn is booming, my boy Daniel. If you go back through my channel, you'll see Daniel's crushing it. But I don't know where you are, so I can't really advise that. Truck 101, how do you do a title search? Well, I guess we can go over that real quick. You guys got me working tonight, huh? Good Lord. How do you do a title search? You go down to the courthouse, you're going to do something called a deed search. All categories. All categories, right? What do I mean by all categories? You're going to check for, oh man, so much. You're going to check for liens. Oops. Judgments. What is it? What else you have? Oh, deeds of trust. They call it DOT. Refinances. And then you type in the last name, first name, and you'll see all the documents come up. But you can't do a title search on your boy Because I don't own anything, right? I don't own anything because all our stuff, we control it all, but we don't own anything, right? You're not going to get anything on me. Well, not at least anything from 2010, right? But you're going to type last name, first name, and then all the stuff will come up. Then maybe I'll do a class on that. But you only do Truck 101. You only do a title search for preliminary, because that's just going to give you an idea of what's on the title. But you do not use it to buy because you do not carry E&O insurance. E&O. You do not have E&O. E&O insurance. You do not have that. What is that? Errors and omissions insurance. You do not have that. I don't think you do if you're asking what a title, how to do one. So you hire somebody that has E&O. People throw it around lightly. You got E&O insurance. Most title and abstract researchers have it, and the title company will have it too. Double jaws. Oops. Oh, I'm sorry. Double. You know what I'm saying. Can you do a subject to on a home already in foreclosure? In the foreclosure process? Yes. Hypothetically closing on the 11th of the month. Absolutely. Those are my favorite. High stress. I love it. High stress. That's right, Andrew Scott. Owner +1. Talking real estate to the wife. You're right, Chris. You're right. Talk about making money as opposed to spending it. Wow, that's a new concept. Talking about making money with the wife as opposed to spending it. That's a pretty good concept there. We're going to get to that in a minute, my friend. We're going to get to that in a minute. Jermaine, I'm going to have an announcement for you later on this week. Lewis Montgomery, the attorney told me I need to watch out for FHA loans because they keep an eye on the person staying in the home. Is that true? I don't know. They might. Yeah, it could be true. Don't forget, we're going to be in Nashville, December 12th through the 14th. Make sure you take time and register, or at least go to the website below, All In Investors, and it is in the video description. Use the coupon code Chris to get your $250 discount on registration. We are going to have such a good time at the Opry Gaylord in Nashville, Tennessee with Matt Lyerla. It's going to be so much fun. I'm just so ecstatic to be coming down there. It's cool. Let's see. I think we're done. Is this it? Donna, can you write off the title searches that you don't win the auction on? Absolutely. This is just a business expense. Absolutely. To save money, title searches. Oh yeah, flat fee. That's true. You can do that. Pay a flat fee. Flat fee. Raleigh, is there a bid upset period after winning the bid? In Virginia, no. In North Carolina, after you win the bid, another bidder can upset you within 48 hours. I've heard of that. That is so stupid to me. I mean, that's got to be one of the most, that has got to be antiquated. Why are they doing that? I don't understand North Carolina. Y'all just backwards down there. Not you, but the system. Why in the world don't they have all the foreclosure auctions online? I mean, how much money are we losing now? You can just buy it online, right? DT, you're learning a lot. Praise God. You know, my mission is to raise your financial literacy. Why? I went to see Harriet this weekend. I'm like, I feel like I'm just want to get my people's financial literacy up, man. It's like my obligation. Keeps me up at night, worrying about the state of my people. Worrying about the state of my people. If you haven't seen it, Harriet was a phenomenal movie. Not a lot of killing and stabbing and bleeding, but very good theatrically. So you can see the theater-wise and the acting, very good. And the actress herself wasn't like a skilled actress, because I don't think Harriet Tubman was that sharp in her words, but I think her actions were where she lived. That's right, Danny. Your mindset attracts the deals. You're right. DT, what's my take on revocable trust versus irrevocable? I do not know anything about irrevocable trust. It's out of my pay range. Justin Henry, subject to is becoming my main strategy. Praise God. Praise God. Praise God. I'm so happy for you. Best way to go. Look at this, Donna. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you so much. I just made it. Donna, I am so honored. Thank you so much. Thank you for our love offering. Thank you, Donna. I need to start getting some t-shirts to start mailing out to you guys. Be real. Chris, who exactly goes around and takes down the signs? Usually they have the code compliance department has a sign leg, if you will. They'll come take it down. Sometimes you got other wholesalers taking them down. It's just grimy. Jalen, what up, dog? Illinois. Would I recommend doing sandwich lease options on pre-foreclosures in pretty neighborhoods? And if not, what major components should be in place in order to execute such a deal? You're going to, if you're doing sandwich lease options on pre-foreclosures, you're going to have to move fast. And I don't necessarily recommend it because say if you're doing a pre-foreclosure, you got $15,000 in arrears. Only way for you to get money is if you get a $15,000 plus down payment. Because I don't know how much cash flow you're going to be getting, Mr. Buck Nasty. But if you're $15,000 in arrears, aka pre-foreclosure, so your end buyer that you're sandwiching it to is going to have 20 plus for you to make any money. So it's going to be a stressful situation to do that. DT, love laying on the buying side. I love to hear your laying method. Oh, layering. Yeah, I'll get into that shortly. That'd be another one. 1998. You damn, Chris. I'm old, dude. I'm telling you, I'm old. Ruth, you appreciate it. Thank you for letting me pour. Truck 101. Can you bring a guest? That's a good question. Let me call up Matt. Oh shit, it's 11 o'clock. I don't know. I'll find that out. Just shoot me an email. Matter of fact, maybe I'll get Matt to address that on his website. I love this. I know nothing. Monroe, you are so true. When you go meet with a seller, I don't know anything. I don't assume anything. Can you teach me how to buy land? Yep. Very simple. Same way you buy houses. Same thing. Nothing different. Lisa, is it possible to do a subject to process for multifamily residential? Absolutely. You can do anything subject to the existing financing other than a reverse mortgage. You can buy anything subject to the existing financing other than a reverse mortgage. They ain't going to happen because when the person moves on to the afterlife, they're coming for that house. You can't avoid it. I know if you're in forbearance status, they will, I don't know about that. I'm not sure about that. I think there's more than one answer center online. Just want to be sure. The phone number should be in my book. I wouldn't be scared about any type of calling the loan due. Martha, hey Martha, from Florida. Thank you for putting your state in there. You probably don't remember me, but I called you like around May this year. Okay, about a house in Bessemer. You told me you didn't even want to ever go there. Probably don't. My peeps live in Tuscaloosa, as they say. Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm done. All right, that's it. I'm done. No more. Roundup family, I'm done. Good gracious. My rounduppers, thank you so much for listening to me babble for the last hour and 30 minutes. Make sure you take a second, subscribe to your boy's channel. Hit the bell. You know when I'm coming on live. You know exactly when I'm coming on. And let me talk to you about the foreclosure, my final thoughts. Foreclosures are an advanced strategy. However, depending on your personality, it can be a very lucrative seller. Why? Because they're very motivated. They're willing to listen if you approach them the right way, and they don't have a lot of options. So we are providing a service to our community to help them get out of a sticky situation based on sickness, somebody, maybe a death, a financial loss, a relocation, a divorce, bankruptcy, what have you. So the focus is when you're dealing with pre-foreclosures or foreclosures is, just like with you and me right now, how can I serve you? How can I serve you? Not what can I get from you? How can I serve you? If you go with two things, you go with a consulting heart and a servant heart. Consulting, let me change that. A servant heart and a consulting hand, maybe. A consultant hand and a servant heart, you will win. You will win. I'm telling you, I promise you. All right, my round-uppers, I will see you. Don't forget, if you want to invest with us, we have opened up our business to private investors. If you want to come in and get a high rate of return on some capital, we've got several projects going on right now. And if you want to sell us a house, I get people to call me constantly and want to sell us a property. We're doing 2 now. The people that we've met through the internet, and we have integrity, and we're going to do what we say we're going to do. And we are here to help. I'm not here just to get, I'm here to give. All right, my round-uppers, my round-up, real estate round-up family. I love you. I'll see you in Nashville, December 12th. Make sure you use the coupon code. Oh, it's right there. Coupon code Chris. The link to the cash flow conference, the creative financial showcase is in the video description below. Roundup, I love you. I'll see you soon. Chris Haskins, over and out. Nanu. Peace.